Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a great start. So today kicks off my updated candle storage and collection series. I'm going to be doing this by brand for a couple of brands. And then there will be one video where I just kind of show you where I house what I call the randoms. So candles from brands that I don't have a ton of different fragrances from. So for example, Nest, I always have a few Nest candles on hand. Voluspa, I still have a couple of Colonial candles as well. So those will kind of get their own video. But today I am focusing on HomeWorx. And I have moved all of my HomeWorx candles that were sort of in different areas all over the house into this closet here finally, because I whittled the collection down enough to finally be able to get it to this point. This is a closet that is in the upstairs hallway of our home. It is intended to be a linen closet. I'm fine with this. I have other closets that I can use for linens. Like, I'm fine with this one closet at the end of the hallway being dedicated to my home fragrance hobby. So I'm going to show you what is on the upper levels here. I just recently went through and organized my off-season Scentsy warmers and a few other things up there. So I want this to be storage for, this is my big goal, you guys. I want this to hold all of my Scentsy warmers. So I really don't have room for a whole lot more warmers, obviously. I also want to bring all of my off-season HomeWorx candle pedestals up here. I want to bring any hurricanes that I'm not using up here. I just want this one closet dedicated to my little home fragrance hobby. So that means that this HomeWorx collection still has a little ways to go in terms of being whittled down, if you will. My goal is to just use these bottom 3 shelves, and the bottom shelf is actually just the bottom of the closet, so it's not a shelf. But I want these 3 shelves, this one here, this one here, this one here, and this area down here, to be the only area that is filled with any candles. So any brand. That's still obviously a lot of candles, but to me, that will be such an accomplishment because I have too much at this point. So I'm not whittling the HomeWorx candle collection down because I no longer enjoy the candles. I love them. In fact, I just purchased some. There's some newness that's coming out that I want to review. So I did purchase a set from QVC. But I'm trying really, really hard to be mindful of not purchasing a bunch of backups. And that includes when I have a Holy Grail scent. I mean, I'm fine having like 1 or 2 backups of a favorite scent, but I don't need 18. Like, to me, that number is just a little too excessive at this point for just one given fragrance. And I won't have room for it. So yeah, that is why I'm whittling my HomeWorx collection down. There's no other reason other than I just want everything that I own candle related to be able to fit on these 3 shelves in this closet, and that's it. I go through stages in my life sometimes where I just think I have too much clutter. I get easily overwhelmed, kind of gives me anxiety. And this is not to like shame anyone who has large candle collections. I was once that person as well. It's a hobby, it's fun, right? Like, if that's what brings you joy, if you have the budget for it, if you have the space for it, do it. This is just my own personal, like, I don't know, midlife crisis or whatever that's happening to me right now, where I just have this idea in my mind of I want everything in my life neatly organized. I want to be able to find things easily. I don't want to open a drawer or a closet and be overwhelmed by clutter or having to search through too much. So that is the reason that I'm currently on this mission. And if you're someone who is also on a mission to whittle down your candle collection, let's support each other. I know how hard this has been for me. because believe me, every time HomeWorx has a sale, I can definitely find a few candles that I want to pick up. But I've refrained from doing that, and it has felt wonderful, you guys. I cannot tell you what a relief it is to get to a place where I feel like I'm finally reaching my organizational goals. So that's my little intro here, because I know there might be some questions about why I'm trying to use all these candles up, if there's some like weird, you know, like conspiracy theory behind that. There's not. I'm freaking out about space. That's the conspiracy theory here. So I do want to take you guys through the specific candles that I have left here. It'll definitely help you see what my favorites are from HomeWorx. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to move you guys a little bit closer so that we can get a better look at all of these. So bear with me as I scooch in here. And the heat just kicked on, so I'm hoping that's not too loud in the background. But let's go ahead and get started on this shelf over here. So this is my beloved Farm Stand Trio collection. I have 4 candles from this Farm Stand Trio collection left per scent. So that's obviously 4 of these trios here. By the way, this is not the lid that came with it. They came with the lids that have, you know, the fruit that corresponds with the name of the candle. I love this collection so much, and I remember purchasing probably like 8, possibly 10 trios of these, and it has taken me so long to get through them. So this is a collection that I hope remains within the HomeWorx lineup, because I would totally purchase a couple of these trios every single summer, just to be able to enjoy them every summer, all 3 of them together. They're absolutely perfect. So you have Farm Stand Strawberry, Farm Stand Peach, and Farm Stand Blueberry. Definitely 3 of my favorite, like, warmer weather scents from HomeWorx, and ones that I would love to always have around. We're gonna scooch you guys around here, and we're gonna talk about what's in the middle here. So there are 2 vanilla bean macarons back to back. I just took the 3rd one that I had downstairs. I also just burned through one of my backups of the coconut shortbread, but I still have 2 left. That is delicious. I have, sorry about that. I have 4 of the blueberry cheesecake. Behind there we have, sorry, I'm gonna have to move some things around here. Oh, actually, I have 5 blueberry cheesecakes. There's another one down there. There is a golden guava, which is so good, and I've kind of been hoarding it for a while, but I am gonna burn it this summer finally. I have a Lily of the Valley. I have a Coastal Sands here. Lily of the Valley is a little intense for me. I don't know when I'm actually gonna get around to burning that one, but I will. It is a nice scent. I'm not a huge Lily of the Valley fan, but I'm finding it more palatable the older I get. So anyway, and then this last one here is this Wildflower Meadow, which actually is kind of a nice springtime scent. So I've never burned this one. I've never reviewed it. So it's just been sitting here. So there's that. I'm going to scoot you guys back just a little bit, and we're going to move down to the next level here, and hopefully the camera's not going to flop over. All right, so in the corner right over there are 4, what are those? Praline pecans. In the back, you see a hobnail. That is cinnamon French toast, and underneath that is a cinnamon French toast with just a regular picture label. In front of that is cinnamon vanilla. Here we have 2 of my all-time fall favorites. These are 2 fragrances that I need to always have from HomeWorx every single fall. It's Autumn Pumpkin and Harvest Leaves. So obviously I have those in the 4-wick style, and then there's also a random Scarlet Woods on top. That's a Scarlet Woods, not a Harvest Leaves, but this is Autumn Pumpkin in a 3-wick version, if you guys will remember this collection. We are gonna move a little bit over now. We've got some hot cider donut. Because guess who loves her some hot cider donut? This guy. So good. I had one of these that I just burned through not long ago. This here is a random iced blueberry pie from HomeWorx that my friend Fiona picked up for me at Kohl's. I'm looking forward to burning that this summer. And then over here we have spiced white pumpkin. Sorry, over here, spiced white pumpkin. So there's a 4-wick of spiced white pumpkin and then 2 of the 3 wicks. Now down here, this one's going to be a little more interesting. I'm going to see how I can angle the camera so that this works. There's kind of a lot going on down here, so bear with me. Here we have a this is a crackling fireside that I didn't get around to reviewing. I believe most of these are, I think these are Christmas cupcake. Yeah, so these here and up are all Christmas cupcake. This is an iced sugar cookie. I really hope that my fat head isn't in the screen here. Next to that, we have some of the original berry pumpkin waffles. God, these are really dusty. I had these stored in another area. I need to bring a Swiffer up here to dust all these off for sure. So that is berry pumpkin waffles. Love that. There's some country apple butter behind that. This is spiced vanilla pumpkin. So there's 4 spiced vanilla pumpkins in the hobnails over there. Once we move over, we have my beloved, what is this? Spiced apple crumble. There's 4 of those. And then we're getting into some of the more randoms over here. There is, well, there are 2 autumn pine cones. There is a cranberry wreath back there, a cranberry cocktail that I never got around to reviewing. There's the iced sugar cookie. Now this one it does smell a little bit stronger. So I'm one of those people that finds that the longer that a HomeWorx candle sits, the more it tends to increase in terms of strength and throw for me. Not like night and day difference, but there's definitely enough of a difference to where it's worth doing if the candle originally just isn't super great in terms of strength and throw. So this was one of the ones that I had set aside. There is a Deck the Halls. There is also a 4-wick Deck the Halls. This one, this was another one that Fiona and I traded. I purchased some stuff from QVC, like sets of 2s. So I kept one, gave her the other one, and then so she passed along some of these other ones that I didn't pick up to me. Fiona is Wax and Facts over on Instagram. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with her. We actually live less than a mile from each other, which is kind of crazy because we connected on Instagram. So anyway, that is, that's the current HomeWorx collection. Over here is, you're gonna see that that's what's left of my Yankee Candle collection. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but yeah, you guys, this is where I'm at. So the most that I want to dedicate to HomeWorx is one of these shelves here. You know, I can see maybe Kringle taking up another one, and then down here I can do some on the bottom level I'll do some Bath and Body Works and some more of like the ancillary brands. But yeah, this is what I'm working towards, you guys. I think that by the end of this year I will be at a point where I can pretty much have this be the only dedicated space to my candle collection. I'm very diligent about coming up here and grabbing these HomeWorx candles whenever I finish one. I also recently passed several of my HomeWorx candles along to some of my friends. You guys heard me talking about the snow and ice storm that we had here in the Portland area. Our friends down the street didn't have really any candles, and we were without power for a while. So I gathered up a few of my HomeWorx candles that I felt comfortable parting with, and I took them down there, and they are now enjoying those fragrances, and that makes me feel really good. So I gave them some of my like 3 wicks. I gave them a few of the scents. Like I gave them several autumn pumpkins just because, I don't know, I'm not like totally in love with that scent anymore. And then a couple of other scents as well that I had already reviewed, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like a holy grail type scent for me. So yeah, that definitely helped me whittle this collection down a little further as well. So anyway, you guys, let me know about your candle goals if you have any. Let me know how you store your candles. I'm always fascinated by how other people, you know, store their different hobbies. So this is what I'm working towards here. The next video that you'll see will be what is in my current Kringle candle collection. And honestly, I did let that one get a little bit away from me this past year. I was doing great with it. Like, you know, I was just kind of buying what I was using for the most part. But then, you know, there's the reserve candles that I always tend to want more of because they kind of come around rarely. So that got me in trouble a little bit, but anyway, we'll discuss Kringle in another video. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate you being here. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.